Lane 7, we have Delta D. They're in the first stage of this race, looking down the course. Looks like we've got some creative steering going on there in lane 4. Definitely potentially some swan interference too. Yes, and looks like a bit of a crosswind, which is definitely blowing a bit of a curveball into the race plan. Yeah, looks like a bit of a cross tailwind potentially, so we could see some fast times if these crews can manage to hold a straight course. So looks like we're coming through the 500 right about now. We'll see just in a moment from the next camera angle what the field is looking like. Looks like the steering is That's how I would run. You just have to say, you know, I'm a world champion. He's coming in just getting out Western by 1. So congratulations, Lindsay. I hope that was a good round to send off an impressive UBC crew. Lane 3, Wisconsin. Lane 4, Calgary. Lane 5, Ridley Grad, which is the Canadian national team. Lane 6, New York Athletic Club. Lane 7, UVic. Looks like the boats have been called to attention here. There you see Rowing Canada in the yellow Empacher, just hitting lane 5. In conditions like these, I would not be surprised to see crews going sub 6 minutes. Crews making their final adjustments. That's New York AC with the hand up, signaling the umpire that he's not quite ready. Hand came down and they are sent off before anyone else could get out of line. Water looking fairly calm this afternoon, a lot flatter than yesterday, which I'm sure these athletes are thankful for.
Yeah, these are very speedy conditions, so
yeah,
it's always fun.
We'll see what kind of results we see here. In the California crew, James Wright raced the senior single yesterday.
Eric Spinka, he was in the quad, the American quad for in 2023 and 24.
Okay, yeah. So you've got
23s. So
you've got some solid athletes in this race, 100%. Over in the UVic boat, Quinn McCoy and Connor Dillon rode for Claremont as juniors, which is my high school. So saw them around a bit back in the day. Now they row at UVic, obviously.
Yeah, that Calgary boat too. 3 out of the 4 that are racing today, they went to English Henley and competed. So, yeah, and then the Ridley grad,
what could we say about the Ridley grad? Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, it's a really solid crew here that they have.
Also went to English Henley, raced the Sinkovich brothers in their newly formed 4. I'd say they put up a really good fight there. Not winning that race, unfortunately, but still super impressive crew. Joel Cullen in the stroke seat is a just recent UBC grad and our former captain from this last season. In the bow seat, Axel Awashko was
former captain as well.
Also a former captain of UBC, graduated the year before this past one, and so really great to see those guys that were kind of leaders on our team when we were fresher faces, really stepping up to the plate and representing Canada in this race. And it looks like that Ridley grad crew is out in front here, as I would hope, really.
Yeah,
they should be.
Yeah, no, really strong crew here. So,
yeah, Stephen Ross won the U23 World Championships in the 4 for Canada.
Yeah. He went to Washington too.
Yes, so. Washington grad. Ryan Clegg, a Western University grad. the CU's pair champion in 2019 with Curtis Ames.
Mhm.
So some real pedigree there. We'll see what kind of time they can lay down on the course, as they are currently out of the picture and flying towards the 1500.
Yep, that Ridley crew having a strong, very strong lead here.
Yeah, you can see just the composure in each stroke, just the run on the boat that they're able to gain with each stroke. So it looks like the California crew is putting some pressure under them. They've got a little bit over a length of open water to make up that Ridley Grad's crew, but really impressive there from California with some of those American senior men in that boat representing.
Yeah, hopefully we see a finish out of this Ridley boat.
It would be very fun to see Joel and the fellas push to the line here. Get some good competition, but looking really composed there from Ridley Grads. You can see kind of how each stroke just flows into the next, but is very much a contained kind of system there.
And a bucket too. I just noticed that.
Yes,
that's very fun.
We saw some success from bucket rigged crews yesterday in the junior categories. We were making some comments about that. So Run Canada up at 38 strokes per minute there. So really high turnover, and with the amount of power that these guys can put down into the water, it's obviously working out very well for them. Currently at 4 minutes 50 seconds, heading into the last 350, looks like.
Yeah, California still tapping away.
Yeah, they've got a bit of a distance to make up at this point in the race.
And then the rest of the crews, it looks like a three boat race and kind of going for third place.
Yeah, California pushing 40 strokes per minute. They're trying to make a dent in the lead of this Ridley Grad crew. But looks like Ridley Grad have stepped up their pace of lifting in the last 250 towards the finish line. Right around 40 strokes per minute there. You can just see the amount of lift they're able to put into the boat.
Yeah.
It really just kind of flies over the water there as they come into the finish in a blistering time. Under 5 minutes and 50 seconds, it looks like, at 5:47.74.
Wow.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah, even the California crew, 5:56 is their unofficial time. Very fast, though.
With Calgary coming in third place with an impressive performance, 6:05 there. Really good to finish ahead of New York and Wisconsin. So we've got Victoria. The order is Ridley Grads, California, Calgary, New York AC, University of Victoria, and then Wisconsin.
Oh, UVic coming in 0.4 behind
Close.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Correction.
But it is a very young
close
crew.
finish there.
Very young crew in that for representing UVic.
Yeah, Quinn and Connor, I believe, just finished their first year. So impressive stuff from them.
And Simon's second year, so it's not much older.
No, you're right about that.
Now we have the men's senior 64 kg Cox 4, waiting for the FF Ted Nelson trophy. We have in lane 3 Buffalo, lane 4 St. Catharines, lane 5 Greenwich, and then lane 6 Westside.
So this is a straight final here, I believe, with only 4 boats. So yeah, some lighter weight athletes here, but we should be able to see the pedigree that comes along with senior racing. We've got about 3 minutes till scheduled start, so crews are getting into the dock, getting themselves settled in.
Yeah, the island becoming a bit calmer as we go through the week, as less crews are racing.
Yeah, no doubt. And here's some of our hardware that is on offer for some of these crews. I believe there's that Ridley grad crew just coming into the dock to claim their prize. They're shaking hands. I mean, pat yourselves on the back, fellas. You're showing up in the most expensive boat at the Regatta.
Yeah. A lot of nice boats, though.
Yeah.
Nice.
And in just a minute here, we will see the start of the men's senior 64 kilo coxed 4.
A little Sally from Axel as he receives his medal.
And here we go, just about to see the start of this Cox 4 race. Just making final adjustments there.
Little bump in that Greenwich boat.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wonder what.
Little bit of wake or
Someone took a
something.
stroke or something. Yeah.
A lot of funky colors. In this.
Taking some strokes there. Purple boat. That is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see a boat that's not white
Or yellow.
or
even.
yellow even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple. Good color, purple.
Yeah.
And we're off.
Mm.
Couple untidy strokes there from St. Catherine's, but looks like they've recovered it. Coxies will be doing their best job to steer a straight course down the buoys. Takes a little bit of pressure off the rowers not having to worry about their course. One of the critical jobs of a coxie. Just lets the rowers work harder is what I think.
Yeah. It's just one less thing to think about. One less
more
stress.
thing to carry down the course too, though.
That is true. Yeah.
So looking clean, I think, from west side over on the far right side. Some good blade work we're seeing there. Also, same with Row Buffalo there in lane 3. I think could be seeing a good race shaping up there. Potentially St. Catherine's a little bit off the pace at this stage of the race, but we'll see once we're able to change the camera angle.
Yeah, but it's a 2,000 meter race. You don't win it off the first 5 always, so you never know.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever won 2,000 just by winning the 500.
Yeah.
So.
But 2 Buffalo crews. West side is in Buffalo.
That's a little confusing.
Yeah. They offer a really cool West Side Regatta. You win a little cup when you win, so that's always a cool
I love the functional prizes.
Yeah, the functional prize is nice. The medal's nice too, but
you like to be reminded by every time you use your cup. Oh yeah, I won this.
Yeah.
So
it's a fancy mug.
It does look to my eye like West Side. Looks like Greenwich, and potentially Buffalo could be in good positions. Looks like St. Catherine's a little bit off the pace. Potentially West Side somewhere in between, then we will get a better sense in a moment here as they're approaching the 1,000 meter mark.
Yeah, everyone in different colored shells in this race. Yeah.
You're right. You have
Yeah.
black,
Nice
purple,
blue boat.
white, and blue.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, St. Catherine's maybe battling some wake here from the officials' boat.
Yeah, an unfortunate reality. Officials have to stay with the kind of elite group of the race, so if a crew is behind the pace, then you can have the unfortunate situation of just being stuck in the launch's wake. But it does look like Greenwich here is in a strong position. We'll see what the angle reveals where Buffalo stands, but this picture is showing Greenwich in a good position. So coming by the commentary booth now, it is Greenwich out in front with Buffalo and West Side on the far side. Pretty close to each other in second place. It does look like Buffalo is just out ahead by about half a length. Although I will say West Side is looking pretty composed there in their technique, so we could see a bit more speed pulled out of that West Side crew to overtake Buffalo. But Greenwich looking pretty comfortable here coming into the last 500 meters.
Yeah, close race for second here. Or even first. You never know.
You never know.
You gotta race to the line.
Yeah. Things can change quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see that at the highest levels of racing. Crabs are caught.
Yeah. Yeah, IRAs.
Flips happen.
Yeah.
IRAs, though, I'm sure some people here would love to forget about that.
Yeah.
But coming into the last 500, still Greenwich out ahead here. And it looks like Buffalo is pressing their advantage over West Side. We'll see if it's enough to overtake Greenwich, but Greenwich is looking like they're bringing up that rate here. Greenwich up around 36 strokes per minute. Buffalo trying to chase them down.
High 30s.
Yeah, Buffalo looking around 37 half. Although we will see if it's enough to catch them coming towards the last 250 now.
Yeah, you want to stay together here when you bring the rate up. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
It
doesn't matter what the rate is if it's not effective. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you make a move, you have to commit to the move together. I've personally been in races where moves have been called and then things have gone 3 different ways.
Yeah.
Into the last 250 now. Greenwich is waiting for that line, waiting for that finish line call.
Yeah,
the horn.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding on a bit, but
yeah, they definitely have worked hard this race, and I believe it will pay off as they're coming into the line, taking the last few strokes. No doubt their coxswain is urging them on.
Yeah,
got 2 more strokes here, and Greenwich takes the win.
Henley champs.
Henley champions in the FF Ted Nelson Trophy, followed by Row Buffalo, and then West Side.
Yeah, really hard race here for all the boys. As lightweights having to bring in a coxswain for the race, it's a bit
cruel and unusual, I would say.
Yeah, yeah,
Giving
it's a bit.
lightweights a coxswain.
Yeah, but
and then St. Catherine's rounding out this field here. All right, getting ready for our next race. Scheduled for 3 minutes, so we've got a little bit of time here. we have the final for the women's under 19 double racing for the Thorne Family Trophy. In lane 2, we've got St. Catherine's Lila Lane and Chanel Berger. Lane 3, Potomac, Anna Lyons and Emery Lowry. Lane 4, Riverside, Doran Flynn and Elsa Cressati. Lane 5, St. Catherine's, Olivia Wist, Kennedy Bartel. Lane 6, GMS, Stella Blinn, Charlotte Perkis. Lane 7, Saskatoon, Sophia Hira and Heidi Wall. We're enjoying the view of the gravel lot that is the front of the St. Catherine's boat bays here. Seeing some singles getting ready to launch. It is quite a bit quieter today, isn't it? So we've got 1 minute here till our scheduled start time. So we'll just be seeing these women's doubles heading off in just a second. And we've got the doubles called to attention now, making any small final adjustments to their course. It's the most tense moment of the race, I'd say, right before the start line. Got Potomac just making some minor adjustments there, and they're off. Strong looking start from Riverside, I'd say. Rates nice and high off the start there. Clocking well over a 40, 42, 45 strokes per minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good starts.
Good starts. Love to see it, you know.
Yeah.
And looks like everyone got away nice and clean too. No major course corrections here, so we should have some good clean fun.
Yeah.
One.
Good. Love the double. The double is it's a great boat.
I know you do.
It's a great boat, especially with conditions like this where you're going to get some pretty nice times. It's just you get the feel of a small boat, but you got a partner there. So good split between a Canadian representation and American, so 3 and 3. We got the two St. Catherine's boats. One of them being my cousin Kennedy. She's in the lane 5. And then Saskatoon. Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out. As of right now, I could not pick apart who had an advantage in this race. Looks like it's a pretty evenly matched field.
Yeah, Kennedy and Heidi were both actually competed in the first International Challenge Regatta.
Yeah, I believe that's the replacement for Canamex.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So they offer some cool. They have a mixed 8, which is a interesting event. I think that's kind of becoming more popular on the world stage.
A new Olympic event actually in Los Angeles. We'll see the mixed 8 raced at a senior level, which I'm actually really excited for. I think that'll be really fun to watch.
Yeah. But the international. I think Heidi raced in the double, the quad, the 4, and the mixed 8. I think Kennedy was probably this. I think she was the same as well. So there's a lot of racing opportunities.
That's such a junior way of racing, man. I remember you do 10 races in a day.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I
never
can't
do that now.
Can't do that anymore. I struggle with 2.
So this race is well past the 500 now, coming on to the 1,000 meters. It looks like St. Catharines Lane 5 could be in a pretty solid position right now.
Good to see some representation from Saskatoon.
Yeah,
there's
you're right.
not a whole lot of clubs in Saskatchewan, so to have them make the finals here and be going out pretty speedy, it's good to see.
Totally. So coming through the 1,000-meter mark here, looks like we might be seeing St. Catharines out in front, racing at around 33 strokes per minute right now. So looking long, composed, pretty relaxed, I would say. Really just trying to take advantage of these quick conditions. So you've still got a pretty significant tailwind here that'll kind of just be allowing the blades to kind of float towards that catch without too much pressure. So they'll be coming by our station here in a moment.
It looks like it's going to be a fast time, though.
Yeah, totally. So coming through, looks like we've got a good lead for St. Catharines Lane 5 here. Coming past now. Yep, some sizable open water, looking like over a length of open water between St. Catharines Lane 5 and I believe it may actually be St. Catharines Lane 4 with their bow just ahead of Riverside in Lane 3. St. Catharines 1-2 potentially.
That would be exciting. It's always, I'll see them in the mornings training, and they're always battling it out with all their small boats.
It looks like to me like St. Catharines Lane 2 has made a bit of a move here potentially. It looks like the field is tightening up. A bit of a missed stroke there from SCRC Lane 5. Could we be seeing a little bit of momentum
cheeky little sprint here?
To St. Catharines Lane 2. I mean, having a move there before the 500 meters can be a really powerful thing, I think. Going to be a point where everyone's really hurting, but no one's really expecting anyone to commit to a big move there yet. So let's see where this plays out. Coming into the last 500 meters here, St. Catharines Lane 2 looking like they're bringing that rate up.
Oh, it's coming. I think it might come down to the line here.
St. Catharines Lane 2 up around 40 strokes per minute.
Looking really clean.
Really working hard here to overtake St. Catharines Lane 5. Let's see if they can do it. Momentum may be on their side, but this is a pretty long attack to be committing to right now. They've got right around 400 meters, I think, to go, and things can change. I mean, those kinds of sprints, they don't last forever.
Yeah, but this is an example of making a move early and doing it together. I think, like,
totally. Committing to a move like that can just transfer so much momentum into your hands that you can kind of mentally break your competition there before the race is even in the final few strokes. So let's see what the angle is revealing. If St. Catharines Lane 5 has been able to make a response there. Both looking pretty clean. St. Catharines Lane 5 is I think, doing quite well in their catches, picking up the boat.
Yeah, Kennedy in Lane 5 and Lila in Lane 2, they go to the same school, Eden, which is just around the corner from here. So,
and you went to Eden,
and I went to Eden as well. But so it's some friendly competition. They row at the same club, but they also have some classes together.
St. Catharines Lane 5 was able to respond to that move by St. Catharines Lane 2, and a big push to the line there.
Yeah, Lane 2 just wasn't able to hold that sprint.
Potomac Lane 3 was able to push through St. Catharines in Lane 2. So there's a commitment there with 500 meters to go from St. Catherine's
That's
Lane
mad
2.
respect. Mad respect. To
It's
people.
a kind of a ballsy move to make.
But sometimes
from
you gotta.
that far out. Sometimes you just have to do it.
Sometimes you have to do it.
But sometimes it just doesn't pay off. I think St. Catherine's Lane 5 really timed that sprint to perfection. They allowed the move from Lane 2 to kind of fizzle out, and then they just turned up the heat and took it to the line.
Yeah. Two Bartels winning the double so far.
All
Good
right,
to
pal.
see. Great job, Kennedy.
Good job, St. Catherine's.
Yeah, St. Catherine's. Yeah. Yeah, Olivia. Alrighty, now we move on to the men's under 23 light 4 with the GW Patty Klein Trophy. So we got taking a look at the rocks again, but here
we go.
Start. So
Crew's setting up.
Yep. Lane 2, we have Notre Dame training out of Welland. We have St. Catherine's. So from St. Catherine's, we got Buffalo. In Lane 4, Western, another St. Catherine's crew, and then Ottawa. So, yeah.
All right. Should be a interesting race, this one. Now, this is the kind of lightweight sport I like to see. No coxie.
Yeah.
So it'll be fast and furious. So it looks like some crews are ready to go, sitting at attention. Looks like Notre Dame still just making some minor adjustments here. And any moment now, we should be sending off this race.
Yeah, just looking at the lineups here, it looks like a lot of the St. Catherine's guys are Brock, or we got Max Schiller in the Lane 6, he's UVic. And then Western, I think there are a lot of the University of Western athletes. So
so strong Canadian representation in this race. Only one U.S. crew. So Canadian lightweight men.
Yeah,
it's the place to be, you know. So it looks like we're off cleanly now. Notre Dame was able to line themselves up, and you can see just how high those rates are. Well over 40 strokes per minute there. The 4 is such a light boat. You can really accelerate it out of the water. Yeah, I really like the way that Western crew in Lane 5 is rowing. They have a really kind of flat and controlled move through the recovery there. Really nice and direct placement. Probably is going to serve them very well to have minimizing their vertical movement of the blades. So we might be seeing, I think, Buffalo with a small advantage here. A little bit hard to tell, but looking like they might have a bit of a lead. No doubt some strong athletes in that Buffalo crew. We'll see what the order looks like once we're able to see the angle on the next camera here.
Well, it looks, I don't know, from here it looks pretty close. So
yeah,
that's always exciting.
I would love to see a nice sprint finish by some lightweights.
Yeah,
always fun to watch.
Which I'm sure we will. I will definitely see a sprint here.
If there's anything I know about lightweights is that they have got absolute no quit.
Yeah,
total dogs. But it does, to me, look like Buffalo might be having a bit of an advantage here. Potentially Ottawa on the far side could be in a position to make something happen. As they're approaching the 1,000 meters now, we're still seeing quite high rates from these crews. So we've got Buffalo over 36 strokes per minute there, which is kind of in line with what you'd expect for lightweights. Ottawa on the far side there, also at a fairly high rate, working 37 strokes per minute or so. So you can really see the amount of power being sent through the water by Buffalo. You can see the snap of the blades coming out of the finish there, creating a lot of run on the boat. So potentially St. Catharines Lane 3 could be within striking distance. We'll see what the angle kind of reveals to us here in a second. But Buffalo, yeah, looking like they might be in a pretty good position in this race.
Yeah, the St. Catharines boat stroked by Sawyer Dalton. They're looking pretty solid here. So
yeah, so coming past our station just now, it looks like Notre Dame might be in the wrong lane. They look like they might be in St. Catharines Lane right now.
Or might be the other. I think it might be the other way around.
I think someone is having some steering issues. I don't know who, but someone. Anyway, Buffalo is leading this race by about half a length of open water to St. Catharines Lane 3, with Notre Dame hot on St. Catharines' tail. Or maybe St. Catharines is sitting on Notre Dame's forehead. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it looks like St. Catharines kind of readjusted their path, and now they're back in their lane.
That could be a potential for a yellow card from the umpires for St. Catharines, depending on if Notre Dame protests that.
I think it was a buoy. They were on the buoy line.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
What do we know,
see.
really?
Nothing.
Anyway, Row Buffalo looking really strong coming into the last 500 meters. Looks like they've stepped up that rate, and they're really stepping across the water really nicely. I really like how they're finishing that stroke together and stepping off, creating the space.
Yeah, I really like that finish.
Yeah, really composed, and you can tell that it lets the crew maintain a lot of speed. So Row Buffalo up around 37 strokes per minute right now. St. Catharines, I think, working really hard to keep up or reel Row Buffalo back in. They're up pushing 40 strokes per minute right now. And we will see our last finish angle. We'll see if St. Catharines is able to haul back that Buffalo boat. But looks like Buffalo has stepped up another gear and staying really clean. That's really impressive how they're able to keep that nice spacing with the water.
Mm-hmm.
Row Buffalo up around 38 strokes per minute. I think they have been able to create a bit of a gap here. Yeah, they're looking really comfortable. I think Row Buffalo may have this race in the bag.
Yeah, excellent work, gentlemen. That was a really good.
That was a really good performance. Pretty fiery performance, yeah. No doubt. Quite a fast time, 6:07 from Row Buffalo, and for lightweights that had to weigh in at weight today, that's a really impressive time.
Yeah,
that's a time that you might expect to see a heavyweight crew doing. So Row Buffalo takes that race, followed by St. Catharines, Notre Dame, Western, St. Catharines, and Ottawa.
Okay, race number 363, the women's under 23 lightweight pair with the LBW 125th anniversary trophy.
So we've got in lane 2, Niagara Falls, Amelia Priestley and Kira Smith. In lane 3, U Vic, Elizabeth Shortle and Zoe Scogna. Lane 4, Kingston, Isabel Geiger, Isadora Ferguson. Lane 5, U Vic, Elena Massett, Sophia Ragosa. Lane 6, Calgary, Alexandra Hart, Haley Buchanan. Lane 7, St. Catharines, Logan Webb and Diane Kong. So another all-Canadian race here.
Yeah, it's the lightweights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lightweights. Love to see the Canadian lightweight excellence right now. So a lightweight pair. This should be an interesting race.
Yeah.
No doubt these crews are prepared to throw down some really high rates and take maximum advantage of these fast conditions in this tailwind.
Yeah. The tailwind just picks up the lightweights and brings them down. So as long as they can stay clean and kind of hold on to that kind of
really
momentum,
use it to their advantage.
It's good to use the conditions to your advantage.
So just 1 minute now till scheduled start time. Got some final adjustments. Calgary just backing there. You can see probably just working with the wind, moving against it.
Yeah, that Calgary pair, they were part of the Calgary going to English Henley as well, both those girls. So
right on.
Yeah.
So it looks like this race is off.
Yeah, a lot of people overlapping, going to English Henley and then coming back to Canadian. No.
So we've got a little bit of creative steering going on there from UVic, although quick corrections, so really good recovery there. No buoys impacting this race at this point. So these crews up around 38.5 to 39 strokes per minute here. Certainly a mix of a balance of going as fast as they can off the start while managing the technical finery of the pair mixed with these conditions.
Yeah, the pair is definitely one of the harder events.
It takes a lot of time to get comfortable, to be able to race the pair, manage foot steering, manage all the other things that can happen in a boat when you only have a single blade on either side.
Yeah, I think it's really good test for teammates.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, you can see a lot of siblings doing very well in the pair.
Yeah, the twins
brothers.
Yeah, whole lot of twins. Yeah,
I believe there's some other siblings in international racing. Oh, there's the Lithuanian brothers that they're super tall.
Yeah.
They raced the pair together.
Think of the four. It was two.
Yep, you're right about
two different
sets of Croatian brothers.
Yeah.
So looking at this race, we're through the 500 meters now. Looking potentially like UVic lane 5 is in a fairly solid position.
Yeah, Sophia's no rookie to the pair racing Junior Worlds.
Yep, she raced the pair at Junior Worlds with Mira Calder, two of my former teammates at Big City.
Yeah.
So good to see pair back in action. Well, it's looking like a pretty tight field here as we're approaching the 1,000 meters. It's really hard to call and separate this field right now. does look like potentially
Yeah, like
Kingston could be
Kingston looks
doing
out front.
a good job here. I think we might be seeing something from
Yeah,
them right now.
Definitely in front of that farther UVic pair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But you never know. They're moving.
it looks like the
UVic girls are
UVic lane
moving.
3 could be a little bit off the pace right now. Niagara Falls we can't see in the picture. But it looks like lanes 4 through 7 are fairly close to each other. Yeah, rates right now still pretty high, up to like 37 strokes per minute in that lane 5 UVic pair.
St. Catherine's boat out before.
Yeah,
is in there too.
Don't count out St. Catherine. They've been doing well in the small boat. I think Kingston has a bit of an advantage right now.
Buoys are a bit scrambled.
Yeah,
here.
we're still working with a bit of an angle here, but we'll be able to see in just a moment as they're coming by our station exactly what's going on here. It does look like potentially.
Yeah, Kingston's out in front, and then we got
Like
the
UVic lane 5,
and then St. Catherine's and Calgary kind of. Oh, and the other UVic boat. They're all kind of battling for that
yeah.
third spot.
So it looks like we've got about half a length of open water between Kingston and UVic lane 5, maybe half a length of open water again to UVic lane 3 and St. Catherine's lane 7 on the far side. So interesting race here. We could see some positions switch up.
Yeah.
Depending on who makes their moves when, but Kingston is able to see everything going on in front of them, gives them a bit of an advantage. They're able to respond to moves. If they can do something similar to what happened in the double race, they can hold the move underwater and then respond with a counterattack to win the race. So we'll see here as they're coming the last 500 meters with the camera angle on the end of the island.
There we go.
So Kingston up at a 36.5, 37. UVic also up around a 37. Both crews looking really clean, really well connected, I would say. Sophia has been on the UVic CU's lightweight team for all 3 years that she's been with the bikes. But I do think Kingston is really taking control of this race right now. Certainly working hard for it. I think UVic is looking clean. It looks like they have a bit more in the tank, but they need to be going now if they're going to be making the difference. UVic lane 3 also within striking distance, so we could see a UVic battle here.
Yeah, you want to try to stay long in these last meters. Once you hit the red buoy, you don't want to start shortening up and bringing the rate up, but not necessarily the boat speed.
This is true.
So.
Yep, the shortening up works in certain conditions.
Yeah.
I've seen it done in some pair races.
Yeah, but if the boat speed doesn't come with it, then you're
it's
you're at a
that kind of rung is really reserved for the last 25 meters of the race, where you're really trying to get absolutely everything out of the boat. But with the red buoys approaching now, we're going to be seeing some attacks here. Looks like that lane 5 UVic pair has just brought up the rate well over 40. That's a huge sprint, 44 strokes per minute from Sofia Regatta in the stroke seat there, trying to overtake that Kingston pair. Kingston's trying to respond. UVic sprinting out of their absolute skin. Over 45 strokes per minute, almost getting scrappy with the technique.
Oh, we're coming right to the line here.
Oh, and a crab at the line.
Catching a buoy.
I think that might just, that might have just done it. An absolutely massive sprint from Victoria. Brought just short by a crab in the last 5 meters.
Oh, yeah. Kingston takes that with excellent work. They just they held on.
That's the danger of racing, you know.
As we were saying,
the pair is such a a race where you have to be on every single little detail. That was a really good race. I had a lot of fun watching that.
That was very good.
All right. And we're just going to go to a replay of that sprint finish. Oh,
Ooh,
tragedy.
right,
Just
yeah.
catching, I think, just catching a little bit of water there.
I think that last red buoy. That's just
It might have been on that last red buoy.
I think it's kind of off course too. Just looking at that.
Just a
line.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Excellent work by Kingston.
That's the kind of thrill that you like to see from lightweights. Yeah, but really well done from Kingston, staying composed all the way to the line. That's what you get when you're able to totally stay composed.
Yeah.
When you're racing. So, on to our next event. We keep on rolling here.
So we are on to the senior women's lightweight single, the Sandra Kirby Perpetual Trophy. Kind of a cool name.
Yeah, that is a cool name. The never-ending trophy.
Yeah.
So in lane 2, we've got Kingston, Jillian Jansen. Lane 3, Argonaut, Sophie Carradini. Lane 4, Concha Hawken, Claire Friedlander. Lane 5, FedMX, Maria Ibarra Maduena. Lane 6, FedMX, Daniela Altamirano. Lane 7, FedMX, Melissa Marquez Juarez.
And they are off here. Clean starts. Nobody's going into the buoys that we can see here. That's always the best start when you're just coming straight out of
they say you can't win a race off the start, but you can certainly lose one.
Yes.
So we've got 3 Mexican athletes here from the Federation, Mexican Rowing Federation. So we've got a lot of talent here from the 2023 Pan Am Games, from the lightweight double, U23 lightweight double at last year's World Championships, U19 international talent in the lightweight double. So it should be a really interesting race. We'll see if some athletes over from North America, what am I saying?
Yeah.
Holy, I'm a little checked out.
Yeah.
Anyway, any athletes from Canada and the U.S. can make a dent into these Mexican lightweight women.
Yeah, it looks like it's still getting a bit calmer, right? Like,
yeah, the water has been a lot better
Yeah.
Today than it was yesterday. So I think looking like a strong start from lanes 5, 6, and 7 as far as I can tell. You can see lane 5 is really laying into each stroke there, really utilizing that body swing. So they're through the 500-meter mark now, looking fairly evenly matched across the field. Quite hard to tell at this stage where things sit. Yeah, so it looks like, by my eye, I think lane 5, Mexico, and potentially lane 4, Concha Hawken, are in fairly good positions. Also, lane 7, Mexico, I think, is looking pretty strong. We will see as they come closer to the 1,000 meters what it's looking like.
Yeah, this is our final lightweight event of the day.
All right.
So-
the lightweights have been fantastic so
Yes.
far.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
lots
we'll
of
see
lots of
some
good
more-
racing.
Some more
So
fireworks here. And then later in the day, we've got a little bit more eights racing. Some
doubles,
more
yeah.
elite doubles, which will be fun to watch. And some quads. I don't think we've seen any quads
I
in
don't. Yeah, no.
the last
no,
little bit here. So our first quad finals will be coming up soon.
Mm.
So coming through the 1,000-meter mark now, it does look like lane 4, 6, and 7 are in all good positions. The Conshohocken athlete fighting it out with the two Mexican athletes. We've got blistering stroke rates here.
Yes. Love
40
to see
strokes
it.
per minute from the Conshohocken athlete. That's really impressive. To be over 1,000 meters into a race and over 40 strokes per minute is
Still
really
having,
something.
Still having like 750 to go.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that is
Could not be
something
me.
to see.
Could
We'll
not
see
be
exactly
me.
what the gap is like as they come past us, but it looks like potentially Conshohocken could be just in front of this race here. So yeah, it does look like Conshohocken might have just a little bit of open water here to Mexico in lane 7 with then Mexico lane 5, I believe, a little bit behind that.
Yeah, Conshohockens, they've had a lot of good small boat performances at this year's Henley. So hopefully Claire can hold it up.
Yeah, that would be great to see. It'd be great to see a big sprint there.
Yeah, I'd love to see a sprint too. Though.
Although it honestly looks like Claire Friedlander is just really going for it on this race. We'll see what the gap is looking like at our next station.
Yeah, hopefully she can hold on to it. But
Yeah, it'll be awesome to see that kind of racing. It's really impressive to see athletes to just grab races by the horns and walk away from the field.
yes, but like that or like at 1,000 pulling
Yeah, I mean,
away
to
like
be
that.
at such a high
That's a
rate.
very, very aggressive race plan.
Yeah, so
Mm.
Conshohocken still pushing like high 30s, 38, 39 strokes per minute, and honestly widening the gap to the field. If she is able to maintain this pace, she's just walking away with this race.
That's yeah. You just like you know your fitness. You like she just
Yeah, just
if
trust
she knew,
the race
if she
plan.
knew that she could go like that's
I mean, when you see the gap widening to the athletes behind you, it's so much fire added
yeah.
to the furnace. Like you feel like you can just keep going and keep going. If
Mhm.
you're putting in that much work and the gap isn't growing, then that's a really demoralizing thing. So we're seeing super high rates here coming into the last 250. Yeah, 38 half. I don't think I've ever raced that high in my
No.
life.
Yeah, especially in a single. Like
Oh,
you can get
gosh.
away with
Don't
it
even, yeah,
sometimes.
I know. Don't
in
even
an
talk
8.
to me about the single.
It's the singles. Singles a long race, and but like when you're able to race like Claire, like it's
Yeah,
really
really
cool
impressive.
to see.
Claire Friedlander is just walking away with this right now, just totally pressing her advantage. Looks like the next closest competitor is still Mexico lane 7. Mexico lane 7 did go out of camera there for a little bit, and it looks like she was actually able to claw back a little bit of the distance, but
It's
Claire,
not enough.
not enough. Yeah, Claire
Yeah.
Friedlander just absolutely
Wow.
manhandled that race.
Yeah, no, that's just like when you trust the work that you've put in practice, and like you understand where your fitness levels are, like you can pull off performances like that. And, like that was really impressive to see, just like knowing where what kind of fitness level you're at.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Really close finish there between, I believe that was Kingston and FedEx lane 6.
Yeah, that I don't know if I've ever seen a like race plan work out like that.
That is the closest finish we've seen between Kingston and FedEx racing for was that 4th place. There is 1/100th of a second.
Wow.
And here is just a look at that lightweight women's pair from Kingston receiving their medal.
Yeah, look at the
The
joy.
tension. I know, just
Yeah.
the
Yeah, look at
tension
that
that they
joy.
probably just felt release after that
Yeah.
race.
And the plaque, the infamous Henley plaque.
Oh,
Oh, look
I
at that
know.
trophy too.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's one of the more unique ones. Well, congratulations to Kingston there. Really fantastic race, really mature and put together race that really held it together under pressure there. So, up next, we've got some 8s, some men's U17 8s. We saw the women's U17 8s go yesterday, Greenwich taking that victory in a really impressive and mature style. So we've got another Greenwich crew racing today, actually 2. So we've got the men's U17 8 racing for the Michael J. Broderick Memorial Trophy in lane 2, Greenwich, lane 3, SCRC, lane 4, Greenwich, lane 5, CRI, lane 6, Buffalo, lane 7, TBC Racing.
Yeah, I've worked with some of the St. Catherine's athletes in this 8. It's a lot of scullers that have switched over to sweeping this summer.
Good to see.
So no, they've had some success in the 4s,
and
beating
so-
some of the U19s
Wow, good for them.
at Row Ontario Champs. So
And
that
so
was
they're now
very
taking
cool to
on
see.
the US U17s.
which the Americans know they're sweeping. So
They certainly
it'll be
they
definitely
sure
a
do.
tough challenge.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll see how these U17 boys get off. Certainly looking pretty clean here in these first few strokes. There's Greenwich lane 4
Looking
getting
really
up pretty
good.
quickly. Yeah, looking really good.
Yeah, again, no foot steering on this one, so steering is
Don't have to
usually-
worry about it. All you got to worry about is laying it down. You know,
throwing some yam down.
a little bit of sauce on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking pretty evenly spread across the field. Looking like potentially Row Buffalo in lane 6. Looking like they might have a couple seats on the field, though we'll have to wait and see. But all crews looking fairly composed in their blade work. I would say, honestly, quite impressive with the level of quality here. I remember some of the U17-8s that I used to row back in the day. Oh boy.
Yeah, definitely some tough boats.
It was like you.
Oh, little
a little
weird
bit of steering
from
here.
CRI here.
In lane 5. Okay, quick correction.
Yeah, not sure what happened there.
Maybe a sinkhole opened up in the middle of the course.
Yeah, you never know. Never know at Henley.
Henley
Always some
conditions.
wild-
Always talking about Henley conditions.
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah, no, it's different. It's different. You see, we
There's
saw
something
that
in the water.
There is, but like you see that in the semifinals for the U23 singles yesterday, like all 3 heats or all 3 semis, sorry, had like different conditions. So like things change, like just like that.
No one's ever implementing the new world rowing progression system at Henley. I'll tell you that much. Conditions will just make that a nightmare. But we're through the 500 meters now in the U17 men's 8. and it is looking like Greenwich Lane 4, Buffalo in Lane 6 are in good positions. Potentially TBC Racing over in Lane 7, also in good spot as they're approaching the 1,000 meters now. And what you want to be looking at here is kind of how all the backs are moving in these 8s. That'll give you a good sense of the kind of rhythm and kind of polish that is put on these crews. It's looking like Buffalo is really swinging through their stroke pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I think like Row Buffalo has Brett Bilk helping them, I believe. He was a stroke at Cal, so he knows his stuff. So
Brett Silk, I said.
yeah, Brett Bilk. He's good guy.
All right,
Solid
shout out
athlete.
Brett Bilk.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're coming through the 1,000 meters now. Looking like really put together rowing here from Greenwich, or from Buffalo rather. Let me try and get a stroke count on them. So Buffalo up around 36 strokes per minute, which is I think kind of in the sweet spot for 8 racing right now. So we're coming through past our station here in a moment. We'll be able to see what kind of the gaps are. We've got definitely overlap between the top 3, though Buffalo does have just under a length over Greenwich Lane 4, but super tight field behind Greenwich. Basically, St. Catharines, CRI, and TBC Racing over in Lane 7, basically stroke for stroke, with Greenwich Lane 2 a little bit lagging behind the field. So if we see a move here from Greenwich Lane 4, we could have a really interesting race coming into the last 500. But do not count out any of St. Catharines, CRI, or TBC.
Yeah, CRI with their classic red shell. You always know which one's CRI.
So we're able to see our next angle here. What are we looking like? Still Buffalo out front, I think. Got Greenwich Lane 4 up at quite a high rate of striking there. Up around 38 strokes per minute, looks like. And I think they might be making a dent into the lead of Buffalo right now. SCRC is certainly close in the hunt, but this might come together at the line. We'll have to wait and see, but this is shaping up to be quite an interesting final.
Yes. 8 races are, they come down to the line sometimes, from Canada Summer Games. But
yeah,
getting walked
don't
through.
remind me about Canada Summer Games. Holy.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So St. Catharines up pushing 40 strokes per minute right now, but it looks like this race might be down between Buffalo and Greenwich Lane 4.
Yeah, Greenwich moving together.
Buffalo really going for it right now, 41 strokes per minute. Greenwich also putting everything into this last sprint.
Yeah, really getting that rate up.
Also pushing 42 strokes per minute. This is coming together at the line. Buffalo is able to hold on for the win. Really
nice
big celebration there from the Coxswain. And then a tight finish to the field behind, but really well put together racing from Row Buffalo. And
5:59.
Sub 6.
Sub 6.
Good for
Buffalo.
them. Feels good. But impressive sprint there from Lane 4 Greenwich.
Yeah, winning an 8. There's something about the energy of just like all 9 of you.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yes. Very fun to be winning an 8, so.
All right. We're gonna just look at a quick podium here. Our last race winner from the
Conshohocken.
the Conshohocken Senior Lightweight Women's Single
Yeah.
All
Excellent
smiles there.
race.
Excellent
Yes,
race.
excellent race.
Yeah, totally just owned it. So congratulations to Claire Friedlander.
Look at those glasses
Conshockey.
too. Love those.
The blue and the orange.
Excellent taste and
You and your neon, hey?
Yeah, you gotta no, a little bit of pop. It's yeah. Look at that energy.
Yeah, love to see it.
Love to see it.
I'm still waiting to feel that Henley gold
That Henley gold,
victory.
maybe the dash, maybe the dash.
I'm living vicariously.
Okay, we're on to the women's under 23 doubles. The Nancy Stores Trophy. Nancy was a coach at Ridley. Yeah, she was loved by all. So, yes, hoping for a really good race here because she would have loved to see that.
So we've got in lane 2, Craftsbury, Jane Doyle, and Kate McBride. Lane 3, Craftsbury, Mansfield, Cecily Schaber. Lane 4, Union, Lucy Monroe, Freddie Hunter. Lane 5, Arion, Yara Ronan, Ella Gussick. Lane 6, Potomac, Annabelle Harbold, Charlotte Lightfoot. Lane 7, Concha Hawken, Mary Holder, and Grace Murphy. Got some trick rides happening out here in lane 6 and 7.
Yeah, the American Shell out of lane 6 here.
Yeah, so we're seeing just going to be going off any second now. And they are off.
Yeah, the umpires did a very good job at getting the races back on time. It was a slight delay, but
Umpires despise being late.
yes.
That's why you get yellow cards.
Yeah. No, there was a bunch being handed out earlier
really?
this week. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was
For lateness mostly?
lateness and then just the warm up traffic pattern. It's a bit it's a bit tough for people who have never been to Henley before, so
It's also not the most forgiving
yeah.
warm up course. It's a little small.
Yeah. So
So
but yeah, they're whatever keeps
Hey,
the regatta.
the regatta
on time.
keeps on rolling.
Yes.
And that's all that we can ask for. So, looking pretty clean here in this start, the women's under 23 double. Not much separating this field right now.
Yeah, again the doubles. I love watching the doubles. This is always my favorite race to watch. So
I like a good 4 race.
yeah,
The lightweights have been doing magic. I think.
sensational performances today by the lightweights.
I mean, just in general,
Yeah,
good racing today. That
Mhm.
U17 8s have been really impressive. I think both Greenwich crews did really well, and then obviously that Buffalo crew for the men really raced well in that. So looking pretty evenly spread across this field here.
yeah. Everyone just trying to take advantage of that. The pretty calm water now. Like you see a lot of those kind of flat spots now. So
We're
yeah,
getting
you're not having to worry about any waves that might come and hit your blade while you're on the recovery. So
yeah, absolutely
tapping down and just tapping through.
As part of that, I think we're seeing some higher stroke rates here.
Yeah.
Potomac around a 36.
Yeah, very different from the stroke rates that you would have been seeing yesterday into that
very.
pretty solid headwind as it kind of got later into the day.
Yeah, so we're approaching the 1,000-meter mark now. Hard to call this. I think Concha Hawken in lane 7, and potentially Arion in lane 5. Craftsbury Lane 3 all look like they could be in fairly strong positions right now. We're going to have to wait and see here, but this could be shaping up to be another interesting race. And I think Concha Hawken is looking really composed there. I like how they're kind of moving together to pick up the boat around the front end and then really just suspending off the oars there.
Yeah, that Arion double, they're looking really relaxed.
Yeah, I think you're right. They are looking
like there's still 1,000 meters to go, so you can be a bit calm, but you're kind of getting close to where the battle starts to really happen in that last 250-ish range.
Yeah,
but
the Arion crew is around a 34, 35, but they're really taking a nice long turn around the back end of the stroke with the hands, and that's really setting up their boat really nicely there for their recovery. It looks like they're going to have a lot of extra in the tank to be able to sprint with, but now it looks like Craftsbury Lane 3 is just ahead of the field here. Looks like by less than a length there to Arion in Lane 5. Looks like those two crews are kind of our front runners here. And
Arion looks like they're kind of holding till that last bit of the race. So we'll see. Let's see if they bring it up or if they're just a very calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah,
crew.
We'll see.
But that Felipe shell is moving really nicely.
Yeah,
so.
I think they do have to be careful though to not lose contact there with Craftsbury Lane 3 because Craftsbury is working hard and they're moving fast. Arion certainly is composed, but they want to actually give themselves enough range to be able to
you can't wait too long.
No, you can't. Yeah. So we're going through the 1,500 meters now, seeing this last angle here.
Yeah, Craftsbury is still moving. We'll see if
Craftsbury is moving well. They're moving quite fast. It looks like quite a strong crew. I think Arion, they need to be going right about now. I think if they're going to be wanting to overhaul this race.
Yeah, they kind of let the Craftsbury boat
sneak away.
Yeah, they kind of sneak away. No major moves that we could see. They just kind of kept tapping it, and and they got out ahead.
Yeah, I think Craftsbury really was able to take advantage of that. I think Arion might be feeling a little bit of pressure of the race course kind of coming to an end here. Just in the last 250 now, Craftsbury has, I think, just hit the 250 mark.
Yeah, everyone's still looking pretty calm, but that Union crew's looking like they're bumping it up, but yeah,
I think Arion is now taking the rate up there. They're around 36 now.
Let's see if they can move.
Yeah, they may.
Craftsbury is still looking really good here.
Yeah, I think Craftsbury is looking really composed, really strong. Doesn't look like they're fading, getting too much in the shoulders. Still hanging nicely off the blades. Craftsbury up around a 38 stroke per minute now, and I think that they're able to seal this race. Yeah, really nice. Good celebration.
Yeah, really good race there. It was really
not
stealthy.
Not as flashy. Yeah. It was kind of a bit of a sneaky tactic there. Taking advantage of the moves of your crew. Wow, 701.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I really like that race plan actually. No distinct moves really. You're just you trust the fitness.
Yeah.
You're maybe a bit behind at the start, but then you're kind of just tapping through. So
yeah. Now we're taking a look at that Buffalo U17 Buffalo crew receiving their medals and trophy.
Yeah, great race from the boys.
Yeah, seeing some really good stuff from our youth athletes here.
Yes, yeah. Very good to see the performance continuing to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing some really good racing in no small part due to the bit better conditions we're having.
Yeah.
When it's all bumpy and headwind, it kind of breaks races apart. But in these conditions, people are really coming together and fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah.
More eights. All right.
Yep, another 8 here. We got the men's U238, the Wyandotte Trophy.
All right. So in lane 2, we've got St. Ignatius. In lane 3, we've got Royal Buffalo. Lane 4, California. Lane 5, Riverside. Lane 6, Wisconsin. Lane 7, UVic. Only one Canadian boat in this race, too.
Mhm. We got a Canadian in Buffalo though with Preston Darling. He's a Welland kind of Crosley native. Eel Crosley, the high school. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's had a good run at Harvard Lights. They won the Temple Challenge Cup at Royal Henley this year. So it was really cool to see.
As a lightweight crew, winning an open weight Henley collegiate event.
Yeah, really strong
really
performance
impressive. Yeah.
by them.
Harvard Lights have just been on fire recently.
Yes. So.
And then, so we'll be looking to UVic to represent us up in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So, see how this race.
Well, we just want to see a good race,
Yeah, The only thing
no favorites.
The only thing we're biased towards is good racing.
Yes. But yeah, Preston Darling in 3 seat of that Buffalo boat in lane 3 as well. So
lane 3, seat 3. All right, they're away. This is going to be one of the fastest boat classes that we're going to see at this regatta.
Today. Yeah.
That's probably the fastest boat class we're going to see today. All boats looking like they've gotten away cleanly. Coxey's just doing their work to keep the boat in the center of the buoys there. Working with their crews to put absolutely as much speed down while still staying composed and leaving a nice smooth transition into the race pace. Right now, that California crew is looking like putting down some really aggressive front end catches there. Though I'm also seeing Riverside looking like they could be in a pretty good position in this race right now. A little bit of steering there from Riverside, just moving away from the buoys off the port side oars.
It's that one lane, and it's always that kind of spot
Lane 5,
in the race.
Interesting.
But there's I don't know,
there's road furniture there. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we've got a bit of a better idea. Riverside and California look like they're in good positions. I think Buffalo could be right in there too. They're well past the 500 now, rocketing towards the 1,000. Really liking the kind of impulse that Riverside is putting on their blades. They're really approaching the front end with a lot of stillness, it looks like.
Yeah, they're looking really good. Just connecting together and
Yeah, I'm liking
just tapping it along.
what we're seeing here. Yeah, so tentatively, it looks like Riverside might be in the lead here, although I think California is certainly going to have something to say about that. Yeah, you can see the leverage there that Riverside is putting through the oars, how the body swing is opening together, and then the boat is just releasing all that pressure. So really nice stuff here. We'll be able to see in just a moment exactly what the gap is. And there's certainly some overlap. This is going to be a close race, I believe, between Riverside and California. Just looking past out of our station right now, we have got California down on Riverside by about 6 seats, it looks like, and then about 2/3, maybe half a length of open water between California and that Roe Buffalo boat. So California is in quite a good striking position here, I would say. It's a bit of a dangerous place there to be sitting at 2/3 of a length up on a crew, because it's in no way are you safe there just to be sitting up like that. Momentum can change really quickly, and it takes a while for those eights to change positions. But when you have momentum, things can come together. So California is on the hunt.
Yeah, both these crews looking really solid here.
Yeah, these are no doubt experienced collegiate athletes here. So California up at 36 strokes per minute. It looks like they might just be pulling through Riverside here, just bit by bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-man race to the
looks like
finish.
It's going to be a bit of a slugfest here. Hopefully Riverside can coordinate kind of an attack coming here in the last 250. I think
California is just chugging along.
I think you can really see from this angle California is really working together. You can see the body swinging open there, and the blade work working really cleanly. I think Riverside has just felt a little bit of that panic right now, as they're feeling that other crew kind of just pushed right through them. I think California might be taking this one. And California has just walked away with this one.
Yeah.
About to set a blisteringly fast time.
Wow. Like
5:33 potentially, 5:32.6.
Wow.
Yeah, that is fast. No doubt.
No doubt.
So, followed by Riverside, Roe Buffalo, Wisconsin, and then St. Ignatius and University of Victoria, and then St. Ignatius. And here is the medal ceremony for the U23 women's double.
Beautiful trophy. Like, it's ginormous.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. So this was that Craftsbury boat that kind of just took advantage of the type of racing that their competitors were doing, and really just kind of took a stealthy win in this U23 double.
Yep.
Yeah, U23.
Yep. The Nancy Stores trophy.
I think she could be happy with that.
Yeah. And the men's senior double. This is definitely going to be one to watch, folks. We got St. Catharines with Matt Finley, Stephen Harris. We got Fedimex with
Andre Simch Flores, Rafael Mejia Gutierrez. And lane 4, California, Eric Spinka, Conrad Palmer. Lane 5, Montreal, Trevor Jones, Derek Bean. And that would be the Canadian team. And lane 6, California, Charles Jones, Cole Villa. Lane 7, Conshohocken, James Schmidt, and Dylan Green.
Yeah, Matt Finley. He was the champion in the men's senior single yesterday, so he's hoping to come together with his partner and pull in another win. He always kind of makes it into the final and then has a unbelievable sprint.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
He's racing with Stephen Harris, the lightweight formerly from Brock.
Yep.
And Stephen has been terrorizing the Canadian University lightweight scene for God even knows how long. And he's won a bronze medal in the U23 lightweight men's single in 2022. And so Stephen is going to be quite the threat in this race.
But everybody in this race has some sort of international racing history. So we got some U23 men's singles. We got like the champion in the light men's quad in 24. We got some second places in the 8 and 4s. The U23s for that, and Eric Spaninka. We got the RCA or Montreal boat, which is Trevor, who's 2-time U23 singles sculler champion. Tarek with the lightning fast 2K on the Eric.
One of the rare people in the world that has pulled under 540 on the erg. Trevor also was the Canadian men's single at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. So we are off. Probably the first 250 meters are done down in this race, and right now it's looking fairly even across this field. This should be a really interesting race. Some really high-class athletes in this.
Yes, very high. Yeah. So we got winners like California, who won their semi, Montreal and St. Catharines, who were pretty close, but Montreal took it in their heat. Sorry.
Okay, right on.
So, yeah, we'll have. This is gonna be a good one. I think it'll be a race to the finish for sure.
Then don't count out the Mexican double there, stroked by a lightweight athlete who raced earlier today. And so they will be certainly in the hunt to make their mark in this boat. But I have no doubt that Tarek and Trevor, racing for Montreal, will be really looking to take control of this race and stamp their authority over this event.
Yeah.
As of this moment, it does look like Montreal is in a good position.
But that California boat's right there too. So
Yeah.
can't count them out.
California lane 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, right there with them.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you got lightweights stroking you have lightweights in both the St. Catharines and the Fedimex boat, so you can definitely count on a sprint coming in through that
I
5
think I'd
or
be a
even
little bit
1,000.
stressed out if I was only having Stephen Harris sitting behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Matt likes his
ready
rate
to
too,
go.
though. So
So maybe they're a match.
Yeah, definitely a match. So
Looks like that Concha Hawking boat in lane 7 is
they're up
one
there.
to watch
Yeah.
out for. Although I'm sure Tarek and Trevor will be fairly confident in their power to try and take the win in this field. But it does look like they are out in front as of this moment. We'll see in just a sec exactly what the gap is looking like as they row by. So it is looking like Montreal out front with just over a boat length of open water to California lane 4 in the dark navy boat, I believe. And then just right on California's tail is lane 7 Concha Hawking.
Yeah, it's nice to see some of like the boats on the outside of the race course still being in that race. Usually they kind of seed you in that to get the faster crews in the middle, but you know, all these crews are really fast, and it just depends who shows up on the day, you know. So
yeah, no doubt. The St. Catharines crew looks like they're kind of chipping away at it on the close lane there.
Yeah, Concha Hawkins still putting away. So
yeah, although the Montreal crew is looking really long and strong. Stroke there by Tarek Bean, just a phenomenal athlete. Got Montreal up around a 38, 38
everyone
half.
kind of bumping the rate up here.
That last
shift
that
here.
last 350 is going to go really fast in a boat like this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of times they're going to be pulling out here. So
yeah, looks like we could potentially expect to see a close to 6 minute 2K pulled right now.
Everyone looking like you can really see the pain faces on all these rowers. So
there's Matt and Steven absolutely going for it in the sprint. I can feel the last 250 coming right now. It looks like Steven is actually stroking that St. Catharines boat on the draw. It's a reversed order. So we've got a little bit of a duel here. We've got now Montreal putting on a furious sprint, up well over 40 strokes per minute now.
Concha Hawkins is
close,
really good.
Though. Yeah, they're looking really strong, but Montreal will prevail in this event. Their power seeing them through, but Concha Hawkins
6'11".
within a boat length there.
Wow.
6'11" is rapid.
6'13" is still very fast times. Yeah, although everyone top 3 being
puts into perspective how insane the world record in this event is. Sub 6 minutes is just absolutely bananas for a double.
Like U23 winning times this year was 6:09 from the just lightning fast. So very good performances from all these doubles.
Yeah, and I'm sure
even 6:26 being the
and here
slowest time, but that's still very, very fast.
Really. And here's the award ceremony for the men's U23 8. That is a massive trophy.
Yeah, definitely needed all those guys supporting it. So don't want anything happening.
Good job, California. Absolutely owning that race there. 5:30 is rapid.
Now we're on to the last final of the day.
Final. We've got a little bit of time here, 4 minutes until our scheduled start. The women's under 17 quad West Side RC Past President's Trophy is up for grabs in this event, and I believe this is our first quad final of the regatta.
Yeah, conditions are you can see across kind of that lot of flat water.
Yeah,
So.
some nice stillness out there.
Mhm.
The wind is looking like it's died down just a bit now, so we should see some pretty even and fair conditions for these crews.
Yep. On screen here, we can see Cooper Jr. in lane 2, Niagara Falls just on the right in lane 3, and then we have Elizabeth City, lane 4, Calgary, lane 5, Potomac, lane 6, and Dawn Rowing in lane 7.
So we've got a kind of a straight mix of Canadian American in this race. 3 and 3 should be an interesting event to watch.
Yeah.
Just a couple minutes now to start. These crews are getting ready to call to attention. Umpires will be doing their final alignments, calling on the boat holders to either move in or out. Looks like the crews have been called to attention.
Yeah, quads are a fun event. They're not sometimes hard to boat them, but yeah, when you like a good solid quad is it's always really
I'm not
really
a big
fun.
scholar, but when a good quad is at pace and it's just flying above the water,
Yeah.
it's one of the best feeling boats. I love a good quad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see in the Dawn boat stroking is Violet Nigier. Her sister is going to Texas, so she's repping the Texas hat. So
Oh, that's a
kinda
good
cool.
detail to pick up
Good
on.
little, yeah. But
So we're off
yeah,
in the U17 women's quad. Last race of the day, an evening race. A long time to have to wait for these athletes all day for their final. Certainly feeling the stress of having to wait and prepare and do all the right things to give themselves the best chance of winning this race.
yeah, 6 p.m. race. They don't like a lot of our regattas here in Canada don't usually last that long. Like,
Yeah,
they're usually done
I mean,
a lot earlier, so
Henley's a special
bit
case,
of a different, little bit of a change up from what some of these athletes are used to, with morning regattas. But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
no matter what, you gotta be prepared to race, and
Everyone's
that's what these athletes did today. So yeah,
everyone's gotten off quite clean. Let's see if the lane 5 steering curse hits this
Yeah.
field as well.
looks like 4 is kind of taking a bit of a detour here, but I'm sure they'll.
Potato, tomato, you never know.
Yeah, you never.
Does look like lane 4 is having a pretty good start to their race. Potentially lane 5 Calgary also in a good position. Dawn Rowing could also be looking pretty good right now. We'll have to see in a moment. Potomac in there, definitely. Approaching through the 500 in just a moment.
Yeah, Calgary looking really good right here.
Yeah, Calgary's looking quite put together, I would say.
Very synced up. Which is like for U17 quad.
Yeah, you can really see the bodies working together through
really
the
nice
swing in that boat there, which is really impressive. That's the kind of rowing that will allow you to get through an entire 2,000 meters with a really high quality and be able to sustain the pace that you're targeting.
Yeah, when you're not fighting against
your own crew.
Yeah, your own crew.
Yeah.
So yeah, really cool to see out of the Calgary crew here. Especially, I don't know, like in Calgary, they gotta wait a bit. They gotta wait a bit before their docks go in.
Yeah, the reservoir doesn't thaw out until like May or something crazy like that.
It was really,
no run between October
a whole lot of erging.
sometime in the spring.
Maybe they sync up their maybe they got like sliders or something. Looks like they're doing a
Good
lot of work
memories
together.
of slider work in the wind chair as a junior.
Mhm.
But yeah, Calgary looking really strong right now, coming up on the 1,000-meter mark here. I believe head coach Pascal Ferrero out there in Calgary. So he's
There's a
obviously
Ferrero
doing
in
some
the
work.
boat here. 2-seat Claire. So
Well, look at that.
probably definitely a relation there.
I think so.
Yeah.
So through the 1,000 meters now, I think Calgary is looking really strong in this race. They can keep this momentum. I think they'll be in a good position to contend for the win.
Yeah, very impressive though. The U17 quads. Yeah.
Man, what the U17s this regatta are
Yeah.
like built
Top
different.
notch.
Holy. So we'll be able to see in just a moment here the field coming by the commentary station and get an idea of what this gap is looking like.
Yeah, Calgary looking like they're pulling away.
Yeah, so it is Calgary out in front with just over a lead of open water from them to Elizabeth City and Potomac. Elizabeth City just barely leading Potomac by maybe half a deck. Those two crews are really close together, but yeah, Calgary, really good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the erg work's definitely paying off here. So.
Yeah, I mean, with that kind of quality, just relying on the fitness and knowing that the work is going to pay off, take you to the finish line. The Henley Gold is calling their names.
Yeah. Don't call it too soon, but they're sitting pretty comfortably there.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah, these Cooper Juniors bringing the rate up.
Yeah. Trying to
make a move on
there.
these in the Elizabeth City and Potomac quads here, so we get a rating on these boats right here.
So we've got Calgary right around a 35 stroke per minute there. And they're still moving together exceptionally well. They're almost 1,700 meters into this race and
staying really clean.
Really composed, yeah.
Yes.
Super impressive from these athletes here. No doubt they're getting very tired. Maybe the blade work starting to just falter ever so slightly, but that's really to be expected. Those bodies are still moving super well together, which is honestly the foundation of the stroke right now. Elizabeth City fighting against Potomac there, rating right around 36 or so, coming into the last 300 meters of this race. Calgary just coming past 250 meters to go, and they're able to see their competition behind them and really lift for the final sprint right now. Calgary really sitting up tall, looking really good.
Yeah, no, the technique is very dialed in with that crew.
Yeah, don't sweat the technique,
I think it really paid off here with looking like no effort.
Yeah,
walking into this, Henley finals.
Yeah, they are just walking the dog all the way home, you know.
Yeah, definitely a good way to race. You know,
making it look easy.
It's nice to have close races, but to see your effort pay off like this and just be able to effortlessly cross that finish line and pick up your Henley medal.
Display of
really
young athletes. I mean, I think that was one of the most put together races. That's really impressive.
That was definitely one of the best U17 quads I've ever seen. So
yeah, 100%. That was super cool.
So
whoa, 652. That's wow. Yeah, good for them.
Yes, very good performance by Calgary.
Yeah, for our last race of the day, this has been a great day of racing.
Very good day of racing.
Been awesome. Well, congratulations,
all
Calgary.
The families on the dock celebrating. See,
yeah, we'll be able to look at a little bit more medal ceremonies here. Taking a look at Trevor and Tarek receiving their awards for the senior men's double. All smiles there.
Yep. Yeah, very, very good racing overall. So.
Excellent day.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the conditions are
Nice
pretty
and flat.
solid now. So for everyone to getting in their practice
Their,
loops,
evening
it'll be
training.
very nice. Very nice to get out there. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, if the rest of the regatta is anything like today, we should be in for a lot more exceptional racing. Do you have a favorite race that we saw?
I really like that Concha Hawkins single.
Yeah.
Just like just like super ballsy race.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Like throwing that sprint in at the 1,000 is like usually people kind of throw in the power 10s at each pylon, but like going ham on that last 1,000 and really just trusting the fitness, like that was I really like to see that as a sculler myself.
Yeah.
That was really, really awesome to see.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool seeing the maturity of a lot of the crews, U17 men's 8 under pressure there from Buffalo, I believe. Yeah. And then also lightweight women's pair, crazy sprint there. That was super fun to watch. Also, the U23 women's double was just like a super subtle race. That was really fun to watch.
And that last quad, that was a very good way to end the day.
Really good racing today.
So.
Well done to all crews there, honestly.
That is not the Calgary boat, but
no, that is not the Calgary boat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, just only the winners get to go up. So it's the sad reality of Henley.
I've done that row back before as well. The post defeat row. Yeah. So we're just waiting to see the Calgary U17 women's quad come in and accept their medals after an excellent race from them. I'm sure Pascal and his coaching crew are quite happy with that.
Yes, yeah, I definitely would be. That was wow.
Yeah, can't say. Honestly, as far as U17 crews go, that's some of the most put together rowing I've seen. Really awesome stuff to see. So here comes the Calgary women's double.
Quad.
Long day. Long day.
Yeah, even synced up on dropping the outside oar.
Just totally locked in. Yeah. The celebration hugs. It's always a good feeling.
Yeah, not even tired. Look at that.
Just another Friday.
Yeah.
But it's not just another Friday, is it? I mean, it's a very special
Henley Friday.
Henley Friday.
On the podium too. So.
Yeah, awesome to see that.
They almost all got matching glasses too.
That's the power of teamwork.
Yes.
Power of friendship.
Really cool trophy too. So.
Ooh, yeah, look at that.
They're all very unique.
There's the winner's plaque. That will no doubt Almost like a hang in the Calgary Boathouse.
Yeah.
And the winner's trophy. Oh, there's Orlocks on the
Mhm.
trophy, I think.
Yeah.
All smiles there for the photos. So, the winners of the women's U17 quad from Calgary. From that, we've got Heidi Wallen, Claire Ferrero, Anna Washbrook, and Trin Mammon. Well done. All right, that has been your Henley Friday. Thank you all for watching. We will see you tomorrow. More racing. Good night.